Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to FTB Interactions 2.0. We're picking back up pretty much right after last episode, right? I'm ready to push on and get out of the Skyblock area. So we've got a few quests here. The Arcane Ashes, we should probably go ahead and knock these out. We are going to need Covalence Dust and Blackened Spirit. Which we're going to have to burn bone meal for that. We're going to have to get a bone. We're going to need some sugar. We're going to need some ashes. Ashes we can get pretty easily with some low-grade charcoal. So let's go ahead, do that. Go ahead and make some low-grade charcoal. And have we gotten any... let's see. Where are we going to get bones? I'm pretty sure they're from a strainer. Maybe the fisherman's... Yeah, fisherman's strainer. And so we're going to need some sugar cane for that. So let's see, this has not grown yet. So in that case, what I'd like to do, let me go ahead and just get a bucket and let me get that smelting up. And infinite water sources, of course, are disabled, so we're not going to be able to do that. But I just want to bucket some water into our work table, and that way we can take some of these saplings and get our coagulated plant balls. So let me go ahead. Actually, did we get some from the quest? No, there's no quest reward for that. Okay, let me see. I believe these should work with sugarcane. Or do they not? Oh, they don't work with sugarcane. Okay, that's unfortunate, but I'll tell you what though, that would probably help a bit. Let me get some bark. Let me go ahead and make a few torches, just a couple, it's fine. And let me go ahead, I mean the sun's starting to come up, but let me get it so that this sugarcane will actually grow right now, because this one's pretty close to being done. But I am going to need some more sugarcane. So anyways, while we're waiting on that, I could make some more strainers, or actually set my strainers to all to be making sugarcane. But let's go ahead and get some grout, and we'll get a meatloaf sandwich from that quest. Also, I guess we could go for ground traps because we can get bones from that. It's starting to rain. Shouldn't affect our fires though, because they're underneath those kilns. Even though it's not going to be pretty for recording, let me go ahead and just turn this off, because otherwise Severe always gets on to me about recording when it's raining. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. Alright, let's go ahead and get some ground traps. Requires vanilla, grass, or dirt on all sides. It's fine. And we're going to go ahead and make, I think, 4 of these. Actually, 4 is what they want us to get anyways, so that is fine. Let me go ahead, make another set of shears, and we'll go ahead and get some more plant fibers, some more twine, and get our other ground traps. So there's that. And then, that's Botania grass. That's Botania grass. Okay, let me just get our dirt. And I think I've got a bit more dirt over here. Hey, we've got another sugar cane. And I'm going to go ahead and place this one so it can grow for now. We do have apotheosis, so our sugar cane can grow excessively tall. Let's see, I'm thinking if we do... There, oops, there, yeah, something like that should work. I am going to go ahead and just grab some of these grass seeds, and these will give us vanilla grass, so I don't really want to use all of these. And that'll start spreading. Dirt will work just fine, but I'd rather do rather do that. And then we're going to need grain bait. So basically sugar cane, or wheat, which we've actually got a piece here that's fully grown. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and I may do another row actually of sugar cane, or wheat. Alright, so we can go ahead and start making up some grain bait, and we'll just dump that in. If it gets consumed, that means it works, which is good to see. These should all be perfectly fine to work. And after a while, we'll get some, you know, some animal products in there. Oh, the sugarcane's growing so slow. Go, keep spreading this out a bit while we work on some other stuff. Alright, and then next up we need our cyan terracotta. Let's go ahead and just grab that. I think we're going to need a few pieces of this. And now I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to make a few more strainers. Just because that way we can have the fisherman strainer and maybe some additional survivalist strainers and stuff put in, which will be useful. So give me just a minute, because I'm kind of, at this point, I'm kind of waiting on sugarcane. So I need to kind of switch over and get these made up real quick. Okay, we've got the 8 sugar canes that we need. I went ahead and set up 3 more that are running that strainer, and then I had to replace these because they actually ran out. But now we should be able to get the fisherman strainer. Let me get that, and this is infinite durability, but we'll go ahead and just place that in. And we are going to need to get some of these worms, which we've got a decent amount. We may be able to make a shovel right now, I'm not sure, like to dig up bait. We're also going to need a bait pot, or we should use a bait pot if we can make one. Maybe if we get rice seeds we could do it, or iron bars, but I don't think that I've got any rice seeds. I do not. I do need to get cotton seeds up and going though. Now that we've got these, may have had them for a bit, I'm not sure, but let's just go ahead and place those out. That way we can get string up and going. That's something that I definitely want, so I can quit having to bust down saplings and stuff for that. Alright, these ground traps are not producing. They're eating bait, but they're not producing. And I'm not sure why. It needs like at least 5 blocks, but it's got 5 blocks and it's eating it. So let me try something though. I do remember that there was, at one point there was a bug. And I'm wondering if that's not still around. Where if you only put in 1 bait, then it just consumes it and it doesn't actually make anything. So we're going to let this one run for a little bit, see if we get anything, and if we do, then we'll know that that's the issue. So, alright, but anyways, back over to the arcane ashes. I want to turn my attention back over to that for a minute. We got this low-grade charcoal. I want to go ahead and mash it to get our ashes. And then, if this has the durability, yes, it does. We'll go ahead and cut it and get some tiny charcoal. Then the covalence dust, grab that, and I am going to need a mortar and pestle. That, or is it smooth stone that it needs? Yeah, it's smooth stone. Okay, so there's that, and then we can get our sugar. Okay. So I think we've got everything for the arcane ashes except for ashes themselves. Okay, yeah, now it's working. We just got some raw duck. So, yay. Good stuff. And I want to keep gathering up the sugar cane. as it comes in for sure. Also, any cotton seeds that we get, I want to get those planted as we get them. Trying to keep an eye on these, but I don't seem to be getting a whole lot of cotton. I get a lot of other stuff. But we do have a lot of sugarcane coming in, so it may not be that important. I was wanting to get drying rack up and going, just to make paper really easy to get, but we're getting enough sugarcane that I don't think it's going to be an issue for us, truth be told. So let me go ahead and just split these off, and we'll just throw in 8 in each of these. We got our first bit of cotton. I want to go ahead and gather that up. We're going to need at least 3 to make some string, but that's fine. I could make more cotton seeds, but I want to hold on to that for now. I guess one thing that we could do, I just thought of, I think we could get rice seeds, because I don't think that they're coming from... Oh, there's rice seeds. Haha. I was about to say we could just make some grass, but because we've got coagulated plant balls, but I guess we don't necessarily need to. So go ahead and get those put in, and there we go. There's our first bone. I'm definitely going to need a bunch more of these though, so hopefully that'll keep kicking away. But we'll go ahead and take our reward from that. And now that we've got that, we could go ahead and make ourselves some bone meal. And see if we throw this into the fire. There we go. There's our blackened spirit. Drop that into there. And there's our arcane ashes. So that's done. Lotus blossoms. I've been getting these. There we go. Quest completed, Lotus Blossoms, and we get some XP levels. We're really just waiting on the raw beef, so that quest will push on. But I haven't gotten any yet. Now, one thing we could go ahead and do while we're waiting, go ahead and get this out of the way because I know we're going to need it. Let's grab up all of our sugarcane, and we'll go ahead and just throw that into there with the... Not the hammer, what is it? Oh, it's got to be placed in here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves 9 pieces of paper. And then to make books, we can do it this route or with leather. Since I don't have string at the moment, leather might be the better way to go. Though I don't have a lot of it either. So I'm kind of waiting on it also. Okay, we got our very first piece of raw beef. Let's go ahead and grab that. Alright, so that quest is done. We get 3 bones from that. Alright, so the alchemic condenser, I guess we'll move to this next. We're going to need some bricks. We're going to need some terracotta, clay bucket. Alright. Forgot about this. I probably should have had this stuff smelting up, but that's fine. And then there's also the porcelain melter. So we're going to have to cook some grout, get a clay kiln, and get some porcelain bricks, which are clay and bone meal for 1 of those. So let's go ahead and do that, get that crafted up. I might want to make some more clay kilns, maybe. And we got our first bit of string now, so let's go ahead and grab that. Once we get to the overworld, I definitely want a lot of cotton plants. For sure. Alright, now at this point, I'm going to need a couple things. I'm going to need a bit more of this terracotta. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go ahead. Oops. Okay, I think we've got enough terracotta now. I've got 13, which I believe is going to be enough for what we're going to be doing. I also need to get these slime balls grown. So let me go ahead and just grab this bone meal. Grab that. And to actually make the slime ball. It's just a little bit of water to do that. So there we go. There's 3 rice. That should be good. I'll just place that out. So there's 3 rice slime balls, and we've got the bricks, I think, that we needed there. And then our flint block. And then let's go ahead and get our retorts. Just the standard ones. I'm going to need a couple pieces of low-grade charcoal. So while that's smelting up, let's go ahead and get the, what's it called? The condenser. So there's that. And then we just have to get the retorts. So there's 1. And we'll go ahead and just set this up like, I don't know, here-ish. Yeah, let's put it here. That sounds good. So that. And then they want us to get the elixir of instant health, which is raw beef and chamomile with a glass bottle. So let me get some sand. There we go. There's another piece of leather. So let me go ahead and get our 3 books. And I want to go ahead and get a bookshelf. I'm going to craft it over here. That's fine. There we go. And what I want to get is the, because I know we're going to need it here in just a little bit, I want to go ahead and get the summoning altar. So we're going to go ahead and just put in our arcane ashes, and let me grab this, put that in, there we go, and boom, there is our summoning altar. And let's see, this is done. And to make a bottle, I'm going to need a ton of this. I'm going to have to basically smelt up sand 4 times here. That's fine. Let's see. And then we need to do the hot or not. For this, we're going to need some woven cotton, which does require that we get string. We've got that. We need the rice slime ball. And then we need some hardened leather, which canola seeds with some tallow. Do we have? We do have our canola seeds. And we've got some rotten flesh. Let me go ahead and just get that smelting up so we can get that tallow that we need to get the candleberries. I'm also going to need to make some more bricks. You know what? We can't do it that way. We need, so to get tallow, we're going to have to do it this way with the sticky resin. Okay, so we're going to have to get rubber real quick. Actually this right here. So slime ball, oak sapling to get that. So let's go ahead, get that going. I know my inventory is beautiful right now. Let me dump off a little bit of the stuff that I'm not using like right this second. Alright, so there's rubber tree sapling. We'll go ahead and just grow that up. Break it down, get our rubber trees. That does complete a quest. We get stone gears. I'm not going to grab them right this second. And let me make a new flint axe. There we go. We got a bunch of sticky resin now. So then we can do the low covalence dust and the sticky resin to get our tallow. There we go. Another quest completed, and then we have to get our candleberry seeds, which is the canola seeds and the tallow. And presto, here we go, candleberry seeds. Let's go ahead and drop these in right there. I'm going to go ahead and grow this because I am going to need some of that to get started. And then I'm going to get this porcelain clay going so we'll be able to make the melter. I am going to need a faucet and stuff. I believe so. I think so. But we'll cross that bridge here in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our pot. Then we can take our candleberries, get our pressed wax. And then we can take our leather and our pressed wax, get our hardened leather. I guess now we could make a bait pot, but and a garden trowel and stuff, but yeah, we'll get to that at some point. Go ahead and throw that into there. Alright, and so then we need our 4 woven cotton. So there's that. And then we'll get our mints. That way we can pick up lava buckets and not burn ourselves to death. Okay, so then if we look in the quest book, let's see, we need to get obsidian. Forgot about that. I think that's what's actually holding us back. We just have to buy some. I'm really hoping that we get a decent starting point in the overworld this time around. If you recall, if you watched the old original Interactions series, we got a start in the middle of the ocean. And I'm hoping that that's not the case this time around. Fingers crossed. Let me eat real quick. Okay. There's obsidian. Now we can actually access that. Alright, so that quest is done. And then there's the crying obsidian, which is a bucket of water. I don't really know if I care to get that. Oh, we got to get this. Then come over. Okay. So, I've got the glass now. I just forgot about it, to be honest. Let's go ahead. Let's get those. Toss them into there. Let's get some chamomile. That'll go into there. And then let's get a piece of that raw beef. Toss it into there. Then we need something combustible. Just toss that in. And then we just need some water. Toss that in. And then it's going to start smelting and making us our instant health potion. Okay. There's our elixir of instant health. So quest completed. And then we need to get the apple of restoration, which is an apple and some low covalence dust. Not a problem. Let me, oops, I don't want to, I don't want to dump all that in there. Oh, and right down here is a link. Sarath had asked me, which is the, the dev for the pack, the creator of the pack, had asked me if it was okay if he used my video, and so there's actually a link here to the video I did about piggybacking teleporters before. So, big thank you to Sarath for that. Alright, let me go ahead and get just a little, I'm going to need a little bit more covalence dust. Then we're going to get our apple of restoration. So there's that. And then we need to get I Heart You. Since mobs don't naturally spawn, this is when we have to use the Zen summoning altar. And we have to summon a zombie villager and convert him into a villager. And then we're going to have to get either his heart or an emerald. So, to do this, let's see, the summoning altar, to get the zombie villager, we're going to need bones and bone shards, devil dust from witchery, raw beef, and leather. Okay, so let's go ahead and just toss down, let's go ahead and toss down our Zen summoning altar, and then we just have to get everything for this. So we're going to need the devil dust. Let's go ahead and just toss that into the fire, get that running, and then we're going to have to get raw beef and 2 pieces of leather. So there's that. Devil dust is done, so we'll go ahead and toss that in. And then we just need the bones. That's probably what I'm going to be waiting on, is bones. There's not a quest that gives bones. Nope. We do get rustic bees, though. So it's a whole lot easier. Okay, we got bones. So great. Now, how do I get bone shards? With a saw. Okay. Okay, now before we summon this guy, though, I want to go ahead and just build out a little area here around it. Because I don't want to take a chance on him running off the edge. And I don't want him to kill me. Because I seem to remember him killing us the last go around, and I know some people had him run off the edge, which we definitely don't want to do. It's not too expensive to summon him, but it's expensive enough that I don't want to have to mess about waiting on it again, waiting on the stuff again. So we'll put in the bones and then the bone shards. Right. Alter doesn't know what you desire. Okay, 1 second. I grab the bone out. I think it's the other way around. Put in the bone shards. There we go. The altar hums pleasantly. And there we go. And basically I just need to guide him around until the transformation is complete and he becomes a villager. Okay, there we go. That's even better. So he's going to, once those particles stop, he should become a villager. You can tell he's got a ton of health. So I think once that strength effect wears off, maybe? I think that's when we get the villager. There we go. And he's got nausea right now. It doesn't seem like he wants to trade with me. So, kill him I will then. There we go. There's our heart. Awesome. Okay, so that's done. We got that quest. We get our fairy dust. Now we can make our philosopher's stone. So local valence dust and a human heart to get that. There we go. And boom, philosopher's stone. Okay. Now that actually unlocks a trophy here and a piece of 8 pieces of obsidian. I'll definitely take the obsidian, and yeah, let's go ahead and take the trophy because it does put a date on it, which is nice. And then in addition, we get some XP levels from that. Alright, so earned on July 2nd. Put that down, set that obsidian there for just a minute. Now what we have to do, let me actually just grab one of these. They want us to get the lava bucket. Then there's the porcelain melter. Then there's the overworld portal blocks, which are for the seared stone. I said it's not technically needed for this, but we're going to go ahead and make it because we are going to need a lot of seared bricks. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put in our obsidian, hit that with the philosopher's stone. There we go. And this is where we'll want to use the mints. If we have them in our offhand, we can hold lava without taking damage. So it is quite useful. Go ahead and just set that in there for right now. That quest is done, and they want us to get the porcelain melter. Luckily, oh, you know what though? Let's go ahead and just destroy that. That's where the lava really needs to go. It's right into there. And then we've already got the stuff that we need for this, so let's go ahead and get our porcelain melter. I need more durability though. There we go. Porcelain melter. And we get apple pie, redstone clock, and a blank cast. And I think with where we're at right now, we're just about to head to the overworld. So I'm going to end out this episode here. Next episode, when we come back, we'll quickly get the overworld portal made up. And then we're going to head to the overworld. and see where we spawn in and everything. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.